Welcome to Behind the Music with Blue.
Flyby, I think out of every song we've done, is probably my favourite. I don't know why, I've just always loved Flyby from the minute that we got to record it to having the remix done on it, you guys know, because there is Flyby 1 and Flyby 2.
Well, that was influenced by Eminem. I remember, you know, he was on top of the game back then. I used to listen to his lyrics. I used to try and figure out how he picked his flows, and it's, obviously after a while I learned this thing about syllables.
We'd already had All Rise out that had done really well, and then we released Too Close, and that went to #1, and we was recording Flyby in the studio when we found out that it went to #1.
But that song at that time I think went to #6 in the charts, and bearing in mind the previous 3 songs went 4-1-1, and we were like, right, that's it, that's the end of Blue, we're going to get dropped, but no one likes Blue anymore, no one's going to buy our records, we flopped, you know, it was good while it lasted. But then fast forward when we released it, and a week later, that song sold the All Rise album, which went to #1, the actual album. So it's crazy how the world of music works.
Fitting into a bar, and I was like, what are they talking about? Syllables in a bar, like basically a 2-syllable word would be, I don't know, wanted. And then he said something like, I'm out in he says, I'm out and with the system up with the top down, and I went, system up with the top down, and I got the city on lockdown.
And I literally went back in the studio and just went, after dark, like that. And I can't do it right now, I need to warm up. But that's the reason why I hit that note, because I was just well excited.
When we wrote it, or Si sort of co-wrote that, we all had none of us had cars. But it was that manifesting, we're going to get a nice car, we're going to get a nice car.
Drive by in a low ride, drive by with a low ride. That came from me sitting on a bus when I had a bus pass, watching some boys drive past in a convertible. So that's how some of those lyrics came about as well.
Stay tuned for next week's Behind the Music with Blue.